Hi guys. So this is a long awaited video. I know that you guys I know that you guys are wondering what the HE double hockey sticks is going on with the court orders and all my posts and everything. So here's the deal. June 6th, my dad had a mental health crisis, felt alone and overwhelmed, and didn't know a way out of owning the building and out of his marriage. And he looked at the things in his apartment and became overwhelmed, and he felt his only way out was to burn it to the ground. So he put a whole bottle of lighter fluid in the bedroom, my mom's bedroom, squirted it everywhere, lit it, and left. 5 days before that happened, so June 1st, Saturday, June 1st, my dad told my mom he was gonna buy a gun, shoot, and kill her. Thank God Mom and I left on June 4th to go to Roseville to look at my ICS unit that I'm moving into. And she was 132 miles away when the house burned down. If she would have been home, she would have been murdered by either the fire or my father. Since all of this happened, my extended family on both sides have completely and utterly left me. They choose to believe my father and my mother and their fragments of reality that are fairy tales, and my parents continue to say that everything has been fine for the last 29 years. It hasn't been. They have never been okay. Never. Not a day in my life. My mom and my dad met in a NAMI support group, and my mom was living in a group home when they first met. My dad should have been living in a group home, but wasn't. It's quite saddening and pathetic what has happened. As you guys know, I've struggled with mental illness my entire life, and I have never had a problem calling 911, 988, or the Wisconsin crisis shelter, not shelter, but crisis line, to get help when I felt unsafe thoughts. I've never had a problem asking for help, and neither has Mom. So it's very unfortunate that my dad didn't feel like he could call someone and get the help he needed. Instead, he burned the house down. He's facing 4 felonies that I know of. Probably will get faced 6 or 7. And if he had just called 911 and told them that he felt a danger to others and himself, they would have been able to help him without facing 4 to 7 felonies. It's completely sad. And the poor tenants, all the abuse that they saw, witnessed, heard, and had to deal with on a daily basis is just devastating. And it makes me very upset that Douglas County refuses to do their job. Mom and I have told her workers again and again and again and again and again and again and again within the last 6 months and even before then that she was unsafe. My dad was a danger to himself and others, and something horrific was going to happen. And her staff chose to keep bringing her home, allowing her to live there, and not getting her the help that she required. And then, even after all of this, Dad, as you guys know from my videos before, faced the top misdemeanor for animal mistreatment, and that was merely like 6 weeks or less between June 6th and the other days. So within 6 weeks, he had completely lost it. And my family chooses to believe, my extended family chooses to believe my dad, and so does his psychiatrist, believe him saying, yeah, I'm fine. I don't have any bad thoughts. Oh, I'm worried about the car. Oh, I want to get the car cleaned. Oh, I need to go to the food pantry and help all the homeless people. Oh, da-da-da-da-da. But you can't give from an empty cup. If your cup is empty, this is biblical and common sense. If your cup is empty and you pour it out, nothing is coming out. You have to fulfill your own cup before you can give to others. And he has never taken care of himself, ever. Not a day in his life. He wears the same clothes that he has since before I was born. And Mom and I buy him new clothes, and he donates them. He literally wears the same 5 pairs of pants and 5 shirts and 5 sweaters that he's worn for decades. And he doesn't go to God. He believes in God, but he prays for other people, and he doesn't pray for himself and say, hey God, I am going through this. I am going to hurt myself or someone else. Come and give me peace. And when he doesn't go to God, he doesn't go to people that God has made to help him. And it's devastating. And my family, I can't believe that they believe this facade that everything has been fine. You haven't been here for over 15 years. You have no clue what's going on. And you're choosing to get mad at me for speaking the reality of the truth. That's on you, not me. I don't care. I don't need you in my life. You've never been in my life ever. So does your opinion matter about what you think about me? No, it doesn't. It reflects what you are. You're pathetic. You choose to cut me off. And you choose to get upset that I speak the actual truth. You don't even know what's going on. You're at minimum 132 miles away. So what makes you think that you know Dad and Mom and me? You don't. You don't. And you don't bother to ask. You don't bother to care. You've never cared. So I'm sorry, but I truly do not care that you're upset with me. Because you've never been here for me. That's on both Dad's side and Mom's side. And mental health is an ebb and flow. There's days up and days down. It's never an even keel. But you don't know that because you don't struggle with it and you don't care. I'm the only one in the entire family that is getting herself together. I have been doing therapy for 29 years, every day since existence. And it has helped me. And it's made me the strong, independent, amazing woman I am. And it's your choice to cut me off. That looks bad on you, not me. So, I love you. And when you're ready to hear the truth and not get upset, then maybe you can come back in my life. Maybe. But my feelings are valid and I have a right to be upset. I have a right to be upset. And it's also really sad that my mom has been through just as much trauma as I have, if not more. And her family lives this facade that it never happened. My mom has memories that are true and valid and stem from somewhere, which cause her to have severe symptoms because of her trauma. And my mom, because I am here and no one else is here, is going to get the help that she needs. She's going to get new providers. She has appointments with new providers. She's going to get a new therapist that is going to do the same therapy that I do, because she doesn't have schizoaffective disorder. She doesn't. Her psychosis is all trauma related. All of her symptoms are trauma feedback. And you can choose, people, to believe that my mother's trauma never happened, but the reality is it did. And that's why she is so sick. So, I honestly don't care about what any of my family thinks, because they're not family. Family is blood, yeah, but family is the ones that are always there for you, that are there for you through thick and thin, on the good days and the bad. And they haven't been here for either of those. So, I love you, but I do not give a shit what you think of me, because I know what has happened with my parents. I've been here since day one. You just haven't. And that's your reality. So you can get upset with me. That's fine. Does it matter? No. It just shows how pathetic you are. I hope someday that you do forgive me and that you can actually listen to the reality and the sane person that is talking to you, rather than listen to a facade that is fake butterflies, unicorns, purple sparkles, because that's not reality. I think that updates everyone. And you can get mad at me for being super intelligent, super outspoken, having high morals, and believing that people need to be held accountable. But that's your problem, not mine. I will always be an outspoken person. Always. I stand up for everyone. People close to me, people not close to me. Anybody that is struggling, I will help. Because I wish someone would have done that for me. Because not a person did. So, that's all.